Hello and welcome to Cookin in the Canton Kitchen. I'm your host Peg Stevens, and joining us today is one of our favorite guests. Sheila Ray is here from the Busy Lizzie Bakery. Welcome back, Sheila.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here.
Now, before we get started on our delicious recipe today, why don't you tell us a little bit about your company? I know you have a very interesting name. How did you get your name?
Busy Lizzie came from our daughter, Elizabeth, who wrote a book at age 7 named Elizabeth's Famous Chocolate Chip Cookies. So when we needed a name for our bakery, what was more fitting than Busy Lizzie itself, because she is a busy little girl. So that's how Busy Lizzie came about. The product line came about because we wanted to prove the point you didn't need flour to make bakery items.
Excellent. And I understand that is one of your goals, is to be delicious and nutritious.
Right, and to eliminate the whole concept of flour. Flour is not necessary to make bakery items, but we do use it in 85% of all bakery items.
And I understand you have some delicious products available at the Canton Farmers Market.
We do. We just were there for a winter market, and there'll be one more coming up, and then there's the summer markets, of course. That'll be every Sunday from 10 to 2. And there we feature pies, muffins, cookies. We'll have scones, I believe, by summer, and hopefully we'll have bread. We're getting close on bread.
Oh, yum. What are some of your most popular items?
Oh, well, the most popular muffin is probably the pina colada, which is made with pineapple and coconut, of course. But my actual favorite is an orange chocolate martini.
Ooh, gosh, you're making me hungry. Now, what are we cooking today?
We are going to make strawberry jam, because one of the first things you're going to see at the markets in June will be strawberries. So we're going to make homemade strawberry jam. Very, very simple to make. It's fun to do with the kids, and it can be used then in the winter for all kinds of things, for ice cream toppings to, we're going to make an angel food roll up with it today. Oh, great. But we're going to show how to make it with just simple 2 quarts of strawberries. Excellent. How easy is that?
Okay, how do we get started?
We're going to just start by getting 2 quarts of strawberries ready. And all you have to do, now these have been washed, and we're going to just take the tops off. Now you can have the kids do this without a knife. You can have a spoon or a fork. They can twist the tops, so it becomes a kid project. So having them be part of it, and actually if you twist the top first and you come in with a spoon or a knife and take that little bit of center out, you don't waste very much. So it's a really nice way of doing them. So let's just pull the tops first. If you want to just pull the little tops off for me, twist them up.
I can do that.
And then what I do is I just cut them up in a couple little pieces. And then from there, you can use your potato masher, or you can use a food processor. If you're going to use the food processor, make sure that you just pulse it. You don't want this to be nothing left, pulverized. In other words, you want it just to be lightly mashed.
So still chunky.
Right. So we're going to put these into our pan, and we're just going to keep working on those for a moment. I do want to share a little bit about strawberries. Strawberries come in June in Michigan, so start watching the markets for them. They can, you have a few days if you take care of them well. So make sure that you get them in the refrigerator when you get them home. I tell people don't take the tops off until you're ready to use them, because that's what keeps them fresh. If you take that top off right away, they're going to become soft.
Ah, I never knew that.
Yeah, so leave the little tops on until you're ready to eat. And isn't this a fun little project for kids?
Oh, I can see they would have a ball doing this.
And one of the things that happens when you get your children involved in the whole cooking process, they're going to be so much more willing to eat it. My kids were not asparagus eaters, and that's actually the first thing you see at farmers markets, because that's an early product. They would not touch asparagus until they started roast it. And now it's their favorite vegetable.
So you got them used to it.
Right, and they become part of the process. And the more process that they become part of, the more they're going to enjoy. So we're going to put these in our pan.
So why don't you list the ingredients? So we have
There's 2 quarts of strawberries, and then 7 cups of sugar. And you can grab the sugar and add it to our pan if you wish, Peg.
Alrighty.
And I'll just do these real quick.
Do we have a measuring cup?
No, it's actually measured.
Look at you. Alrighty.
So I'll let you do that quick.
So 7 cups of sugar.
Yep. And then I'll let you just stir that up real quick, and then we'll get it on the burner.
Okay.
And it looks like a lot of sugar. I tell people it does look like a lot of sugar, but let me tell you, if you're buying it in the store, they're using more sugar than that. And you're not getting to choose the type of sugar that you wish to use. I use either turbinado sugar, or I use Michigan beet sugar. And beet sugar is made right here in Michigan. We're one of the largest growers of the beet sugar, or the I lost my word. The sugar that's used, the sugar beet. There we go.
Okay.
And then it is actually processed in Bay City, Michigan.
So what's the main difference between beet sugar and cane sugar?
The only difference that has been documented is it's supposed to have a little bit slower glycemic exchange than cane sugar. But cooking wise, it would be no different. So I think, and then because it's a Michigan product, I think we should be using it.
And this is beet sugar
This
right
is
here?
beet sugar. That's
Oh,
all
okay.
I use in the bakery is beet sugar. I'm very meticulous about my beet sugar.
Because it totally looks like regular.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
But it is a root plant that is grown, and then when they harvest it, they actually peel it, is my understanding, and then it's cooked down, and then from the cooking process, they do it similar to cane sugar. Cane sugar, I know they actually burn the cane first, which I thought was really interesting, and I don't know that they do that to beets, but I've never heard that. But I know I've been in Bay City when they've been processing it, and boy, can you smell it.
I was going to say, this smells divine.
It does, and we're going to put this on the burner.
Alrighty.
And my little induction will get it kind of started here. And then I also wanted to show you a really neat trick. There's a fork behind you, I believe.
We love tricks.
This is, people go out and they buy all these expensive cutters for lemons, and I think that's so funny. I'm gonna put these in quick. But actually the best tool to get lemon juice out of a lemon is a fork.
Oh, I never knew that.
So what you do is you just take and make sure, like I'm gonna do it into the bowl, but you take your fork and you just put it inside and you twist.
Because I have one of those fancy things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so do I.
And I take 5 minutes to dig into the drawer
Right.
to find it. And,
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Just a plain old fork.
A plain old fork. And then you can just catch your seeds.
Excellent.
So you just use your hand, and that's approximately a tablespoon of lemon juice.
Fabulous.
So it's much easier. And so I'll have you do the other one,
Okay.
the other half. And a lot of times I'll even do this into a little strainer, if I want to save myself that, like, little bit of a headache. But it's really